Hello everybody, in this video we're going to take a look at a workaround for foreign language teachers that will prevent students from automatically translating a Google Doc and curb cheating on a Google Form translation quiz. So let's take a look. Let's start by looking at the student's perspective. As we can see, we have a Spanish topic here, and we have different editions of this translation activity. Let's start with a translate text Google Doc activity. This is your kind of standard activity here. This is the one that's very prone to cheating or translating. So these are the things that students might be doing to simply translate the page or to cheat. So in this activity we have a Spanish phrase, and it's the student's job to translate it into English. Pretty simple. Now students may be doing a couple of different things. One, they might just translate the entire document by going to Tools and going to Translate Document, and they'll make a translation into English, and they'll create that translated copy. That's nothing new. That feature has been in Google Docs for a long time. Now, your Google admin may be able to turn that feature off, but again, it's not a perfect solution, but it may help if your Google admin is okay with doing that, but there might be some logistical issues for that. The other thing students may be doing is they might just highlight the text or the word or the phrase in one language and try to copy it and go and paste it into Google Translate. They can always just go to that website, again, unless your Google admin blocks that website for them. Or they can also go to this Explore button here, and they can look through these web results and quickly find the translation. Now, here is our way to stop students from doing those things. It's a pretty simple thing to do, and what we do is we're going to do a screenshot instead of just giving them text, so they won't be able to highlight anything. So I'm going to open up this version here. This is the screenshot version, and at first glance it looks pretty much the same, except for this part here, which is actually a screenshot. It's a picture. And again, we're still on the student's perspective. If they try to do translate document like we did before, let me switch it to English. And we translate this version. Notice, even though this one's been translated to English, this picture is still the same because it's a picture. The translate does not translate pictures. It only will translate plain text. So that's basically your workaround here. And notice, even if they try to click on it and do like the Explore feature or try to copy it and paste it over into Google Translate, obviously they can't do that by just copying and pasting, again, because it's a picture. And again, nothing's really stopping them from opening up Google Translate and typing in this phrase, but this kind of slows them down. Again, this is not a perfect solution, but it's a way to slow them down to kind of curb the cheating. Alright, and that's pretty much what there is to it. Let me show you how to do screenshots. I'm on a Windows 10 PC, but I'll put in pictures for how to take screenshots on Mac and Chromebooks. But for me, there's a great tool. You can find it in your Start menu. It's called Snip and Sketch. You'll find it in your Start menu there. You can just search for it and you can take screenshots. And I'll do a screenshot, and I can do a full screen screenshot of whatever phrase or word that I like, and I copy it using that little two papers button up in the top right there, and I can go and paste it wherever I like. And again, it just drops it in as a screenshotted picture. And again, the purpose of that is to prevent students from being able to just copy the text and go and put it into Google Translate or translate the whole document. We can take the same concept from what we talked about in Google Docs and apply it over to Google Forms. So let's open up this Google Form Translate quiz. This one will have just that text in there. And same thing that we talked about before, it's very prone to students being able just to copy this text and go into Google Translate, or they can even go and search for whatever that phrase means, and chances are they'll be able to find a translation website that'll do it right there for them. Even if that you give them an English phrase and you have them translate it into Spanish or whatever foreign language, they can still just copy this and paste it over into Google Translate. Now, if we do the screenshot concept like we were talking about earlier, this is what it'll look like. And again, these are screenshots now, and students aren't going to be able to do anything with these pictures. They can't copy them, they can't copy the text and go and just drop it into Google Translate. And the nice thing about Google Forms is there's no button here that just allows them to translate the whole page like they did over in Google Docs. So let's take a look at how to do this screenshot idea in a Google form. So you can start off with the text version like this. It's nice and easy, of course, just to type out all this, all the phrases and terms and whatever words that you want to have in here. And then we want to go ahead and do screenshots for them. So just like before, we'll go ahead and open up our screenshot tool or do that keyboard shortcut of choice. And we just take a screenshot of that term or phrase or word. And when we are doing this for a Google form, we can't just copy it here. We have to actually save the picture first, then upload it onto the form. So in this case, I'll come up to the Save button here. And I'll just save this on my desktop. And I'll close out of this. As soon as I have the text screenshotted, I can actually just get rid of the original text there, and I can go to this little picture button next to the box where I would normally type in the question, and now I'll just upload that picture. And I'll upload that picture, and hey, there it is. You can put something, you can put extra instructions if you'd like in the question part here. So translate into Spanish, or I'm sorry, into English in this case. And then of course we can do the same thing for the other question. Do another screenshot. Go ahead and save it. And I'll save it again on my desktop. Get rid of this because I don't need it anymore. Go to our little picture icon. Click on Browse, and we'll find that screenshot I just took. And there it is. And again, I can leave more instructions. Maybe I'll say translate into Spanish, but change the name to your name. Now, of course, to curb more cheating, it's always good to turn on the Chromebook locking feature. Just a heads up, of course, if you don't know already, if you turn on this locked mode on Chromebooks here, the quiz will only work on school-issued Chromebooks, and students will not be able to open up any new tabs, so they wouldn't be able to use Google Translate at all unless they have a completely separate device turned on with them. Alright, so of course you can make this a quiz and set all the correct answers and all that fun stuff here. As you can see from here, I did some short answer questions. I could even do an answer key where I have them type in a short answer, and I'll put in, where is the library? And if you do a short answer, just a heads up, in case you didn't know already, if you do a short answer answer key for a Google form, the possible correct answers have to be exact matches, not only in spelling but also case. So maybe if I put a capital W in where. Alright, that way students won't be marked wrong even if they put actually the right thing. And that will take us down to the end for this video. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.